What's up, everybody? It's me, Luke, and today we're going to be going to a comedy show, which is awesome because I get to perform, and that's one of my favorite things. I do really well, and the audience really enjoys it. Everybody's really happy at the end of the day. So that's going to be really enjoyable. And, since it is quite a long day, I'm also going to go and do a magic card tournament, which is going to be awesome. We might meet some cool new friends along the way. So I'm going to enjoy that. And I hope you guys all have a great time along the way. Before we get started, though, could you hit that subscribe button down below and please leave a like and a comment. Tell me a comment. Tell me something you like about the video. Tell me something, anything. And I appreciate that so much, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And let's get right into the adventure. Nice. What's up, everybody? I've got a comedy show tonight at 9. And we're going to go do that, but first we have a few hours to kill, so let's do a magic card tournament. Nice. Let's check it out. It is a beautiful day today. Like, an absolutely beautiful day here in Toronto, Canada. And just a simple fact for you guys. It's that Toronto, like the people who live here, we don't actually pronounce the second T in the name of our city. We don't do that at all. We pronounce Toronto, not Toronto. So that's just a simple reference. Like a simple fact. Little tidbit, little fact, man. It's such a beautiful day. I'm so lucky that I get to have such a beautiful day. It's the kind of day that really makes you thankful, especially after a long Canadian winter. Everybody's just out and about, and they seem so happy. It's fantastic. Especially because I get such a beautiful day to go out. That guy was awesome. He was just playing like George Michael, Careless Whisper. I hope I don't get copyright strike for that, but sometimes you just gotta do it for the video. It was a cover anyways, I don't know. Man, it's such a beautiful day. I'm so happy. Look at this stuff. The city is just so fantastic. After a long Canadian winter, the colors are so vibrant. It's so happy. It's just totally awesome. I can't even believe it sometimes. I learned a fact, like a useless fact. I guess it's a useful fact for diet. But beans have the same amount of protein as a Wagyu steak. It's pretty cool. Look at these cranes.
More than 5 days, I'm going to go back to the store just to pick up my money. Just let me receive my money from the store. I'm at the store now. Then I cannot see anything.
And now we are getting to my magic card tournament. This is going to be awesome. I love magic cards. I love playing games, getting out, meeting new people, maybe even making some new friends.
really like this deck. When you make a deck that's just like really suits your play style, when you get that deck, that sick bro deck, then it makes you happy. Oops, I'm a little bit of a butterfingers today. That's okay, be gentle. You know, you can always be gentle and add more force, but if you add too much force, you can never take back that force, you know what I mean? So that's a good way to be. And we're just having a great time, you know, going over my deck, going over everything. Yeah, I ended up looking up the value of these cards, and they were about $14. So my deck, I like to make everybody. So in Magic cards, it's a card game, so you have to draw cards. So I make people discard the cards out of their hand because I figure everybody else is smart, and I don't particularly want to deal with their intelligent strategies coming at me. So I make them discard their cards. That's cool. All right, we're out of there. We've had some good nerding. Back to our adventure. Back to comedy vlogs. Oh yeah. Downtown really is building up quick, and graffiti is everywhere. And I guess I'll tell you, I do like graffiti. Graffiti is pretty sick. It is pretty excellent, pretty awesome, bro. It's an urban art form. It utilizes spray paint. The medium is the message. So the art can be high quality, but because it's done in such an aggressive way, I have to condemn graffiti that is illegal, because it's kind of like a jerk move. People can get graffiti on things, they don't like it, but at the same time, there's graffiti artists and spray paint artists and mural artists who make really awesome spray paint art. So in every artistic subject, there is a line where you get, oh, really good, and people really want to see your art. They're paying you to put up murals. They're paying you to put up art and paint installations, paint big pictures, things that have meaning for the town and the people around. But before that, you're not really at that level of art. A lot of the times, like kids, they end up spray painting simple tags, their own name, writing dumb stuff, and it doesn't have the merit, doesn't have the artistic ability. They haven't developed it yet, and they will develop it in time, but they will inevitably be punished for their mischief unless they don't. So Toronto has a lot of graffiti. I love these shots. Absolutely fantastic. The contrast, the sundown, it's beautiful. The church. I love when you get the sunset lighting. Golden hour. We have some crazy bike locking posts in Toronto. Yeah. Golden hour is a good time to film. It intensifies the oranges. Since Toronto has a naturally gray scale, like a blue-gray scale, because pollution and winter, the buildings, a lot of them have glass and brick, gray brick. It can have a very blue color scale. So at sunset with the orange, the contrast is very nice. It creates a excellent, nice color pattern, which is awesome, you know. Comedy vlogs. Right now I'm walking to my next show. I had my Magic tournament. Oh, I love this shot. The cinematographer in me just absolutely loves this shot. The angles, the lines, the lighting, it's fantastic. And the nerd in me loves talking about it. And the comedian in me thinks that people want to listen about it. So it's a good combination. Makes me feel good. This is a lamb's ear right here. A lamb's ear. It's a species of mint. And as a mint, that means it's very aggressive, but Native Americans used to use it to wipe their butt, and it's edible. So it's a very benevolent plant. It's very good for the environment too. Builds nitrogen, so I love it. Love it. And Today is just such a beautiful day. We're about to get there and have my comedy show. I'm excited to perform. After so long not being on stage, it really does get you excited.
And like, I know this is just for the other Magic card nerds who are Magic card nerds like me, but my commander Kroxa, she has an ability when you play her and she sends herself to the graveyard, and then she has an ability when she leaves the graveyard. So a lot of the times I'll like destroy her. I'll cast a murder or something on Kroxa to send her to the graveyard. And somebody, right when I was about to win, they come at me and they make Kroxa invincible. And I had no ability to sacrifice her in that turn. All I had was a murder, so my murder fizzles. And I can't murder my own Kroxa, so I can't bring her back from the graveyard, so I can't deal the damage to win. So I never thought having a giant invincible monster would be a problem. But when you want that monster to do other things, then it becomes kind of a problem. So that's just like my grief from why I lost, and I just had a good time. I didn't know that you could troll Kroxa by making her invincible, and now I want to add an invincible effect to my Kroxa deck to balance it out, and to be able to do that to myself, because turning invincible, there's always like a good use for that in game, and I don't know, it's just been pretty good. All right, next up.
Now we're off to the comedy show. This is going to be a really good show. I haven't done a lot of shows in the last few years because of lockdown, basically none. But so when I say none, I do mean none. I just don't want to sound lame. But I did practice my guitar a lot, and I am on top of my game. I do have my punchlines down. I have everything ready. So when I do hit the stage, I know I'm going to do good. And the audience is going to enjoy it. I sound so confident. It's like too confident. You can't sound too confident when you're doing comedy, or otherwise people won't think you're funny. They'll be like, oh, is that so? And they'll, you have to sound just the right amount of confident and just the right amount of humble. For me, I just play my guitar. And a lot of comedians have this problem where they'll repeat the same jokes and people don't want to hear them a second time. So their specials, their jokes get a shelf life, they're dated. My jokes, a lot of them are songs, so those songs are not as dated. They're not as one-time usage. People will listen to songs more than once. They'll listen to them over and over again. Because people listen to songs over and over again, my jokes that are songs get more usage, they get more repetition, and they work. Also, I really like to end with a bang. When you do comedy, you start with your warm-up jokes. Oh, I love this shot. But when you do comedy, you start with warm-up jokes. After the warm-up jokes, you move into some middle jokes, some material you know that works. Then you end on a bang with your best material. I'll start off with talking to the audience, doing crowd work. Crowd work can often take a lot of your energy, and when you're on the stage for a very long time, this can drain you. But running out of material can drain you even more, because the bombing sweats and everything like that. So crowd work seems to drain you much less at the very start of your set, rather than near the end, because you still can end with a bang. Alright, here we are. Man, this looks cozy. I like it. It's got a nice aesthetic. It's probably warm in the winter, and they can run Canadian comedy shows all year round, because you have to be warm in Canada. It's a very cold place, and my favorite, it's in a basement. This masonry is probably 200 years old. That's really cool. I like old masonry. I like old brickwork. Look at this doorway. The entrance to comedy. Even when the comedy show is in a scary basement, there's still a magic in the air. There's still the excitement of showtime. The energy. Look at it. It's a beautiful stage, and the show went really well. If you want to see me play guitar, then go onto my channel down below, and you can watch videos of me playing guitar. They're very good. I like them. Well, it's me, so I gotta like it, right? But the show went really well, and when a show goes really well, it feels really fantastic. But when a show goes badly and you bomb, that's a nightmare. People always want to see people bomb in comedy, and that's bad. Bombing sucks. I don't like to bomb. I've bombed before many times. When you have the guitar, though, you have an ability to save yourself. That really helps me when I do my shows. The ability to save myself by playing the guitar. Every guitar player has a certain amount of time. I have about 20 minutes. I can play the guitar and do comedy for about 20 minutes with solid guitar. The first part of my show, I don't know, I probably have close to an hour, is me talking. Then I stretch out the guitar portion. So the 20 minutes of guitar can become 30 minutes of guitar if you add guitar jokes on top of the songs. And here I am in the bookstore. I wanted to get an encyclopedia of plants, some kind of book like that, a guidebook with pictures of all the plants I can plant, because the planting season is about to start here in Canada, and I always love to garden. I love to plant plants, so I'm hungry for knowledge at all times. I'm a master student. So I want to get as much knowledge as possible. And I did find the book I wanted, and I'm really happy. I found a dictionary, or an encyclopedia with all the knowledge I need for my gardening, and that's excellent, because I do love gardening. Just a side thing. But like I was saying, when you can end your guitar show with a bang, like 20 minutes of solid guitar playing, you can stretch that out. Here we are at the Jerk King. In Canada, in Toronto, we love our Jamaican food. I love beef patties. I love Jamaican food. I have eaten it my entire life. It's a 10 out of 10. My favorite is the beef patty. Anyone who has not had a good Jamaican beef patty, you have to get one. Get one when you're in Toronto at a restaurant like this. And the beef patty lady will look at you with like a kind of a scowl, and it'll be fantastic. I know it looks kind of scary, but it looks really good in there, and the food is so good. I love beef patties. Oh, it's a little bit like a Hot Pocket. It's really good. One of my absolute favorites. Every true Toronto man loves their beef patty. If I'm playing my guitar, I love my beef patty. This is where I get my strength to stretch my comedy and do my crowd work, and this is just my favorite. It's like when the city is so cold and dark, the beef patty is a sparkle of hope and joy. It's a beam of light, a ray of sunshine that shines through. It makes me happy. But like I was saying, when you have however many songs, I have 4 or 5 songs I have in my set, then you can stretch it out by doing crowd work in between, because they want you to. They don't want you to rapid fire out all your material and exhaust yourself and exhaust the crowd. They want you to talk with them. They want you to have a good time with them, chill out, have ups, downs, a punchline every 30 seconds. So it really works. I love beef patties. And when you are a comedian, because my shows, I'm not playing concerts, I'm playing comedy shows with a guitar. It's a gimmick for the comedy, for the stand-up. So I do have to hold my own as a comedian and write jokes, which is always good. If you ever want to get into comedy, just write 10 jokes. Alright, done my beef patty, and now I'm on my way home. Thank you guys so much for watching. Can you please hit that subscribe button down below? And could you please leave a like and a comment? And thank you guys so much for everything. Have a great day.